What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out the full release of Cosmic Coliseum. We've got our little man here. Every character comes with a special ability, so we can pop that, get some extra fire rate, and I believe you're also invincible during it. And then the thing about this game is that every upgrade will be like, well, I guess not all of them, but a lot of them will be part of a set of upgrades, and once you complete that set, you'll get a pretty big bonus most of the time. So if we get all of these, we can transform into an insatiable machine after taking damage. Looks like we actually got some pretty high rarity stuff over here that isn't actually part of a set for the most part. 10% damage every 60 seconds sounds insane for our first upgrade. Additional laser pulse with infinite range sounds pretty cool, but I don't think we can pass it up at the very start of the run. I don't think there's a dash or anything, just the special ability we can use every 20 seconds, I think it is. So we got much lower rarity stuff here, a drone that hovers near the player and attacks enemies. If we complete the set for that, we get the Doombot. Robot shoots deadly beams of energy in all directions. So that's pretty interesting. Looks like a pretty drone or construct focused set. Tracked XP gems from the entire arena. Sounds pretty nice. Time slows down by 25% for everyone else, sounds pretty good as well. I think getting a 5-piece set is probably going to be pretty difficult on the first run though. Slow moving warhead with massive area of destruction, mini nuke. That sounds really cool though. So I think I'm going to try to go for that one anyways. If the player takes damage, all nearby enemies also take damage. Probably not the most useful for that, but mini nuke sounds really cool, so we'll try to find that. So we have a legendary with a boatload of stats there. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Massacre, critical hits, send out flying axes in all directions. Sounds pretty cool. Nearby enemy speed minus 50%. That honestly seems insane for a silver. A common. Launch a drone that drops grenades. But yeah, I think we are taking that legendary with insane stats. So it looks like we have our first mini boss up here. Looks like the first run is only 10 minutes, so I guess we won't actually ramp up that much for the first thing. Insatiable machine upon taking damage. Bullets in all directions, that sounds cool. So it looks like there's actually a rarity that's not shown here as well. I'm not sure what that means, but it's +3 versus +2. 50 ammo rate of fire, plus 800%, minus 75% damage. Sounds funny. Infinite range and 100% penetration. Ooh, number of projectiles +1, that sounds nice. Although we do lose a lot of other stats, so it's not actually that big of a damage increase. But whatever. There's supposed to be a shop on the level somewhere, but I could never figure out how to actually get to it. Let's see, ammo +1, 10% damage for every boss and mini-boss kill. I mean, we can get pretty insane damage since I don't think we've killed any yet. 50% damage, 40% damage, and they're both part of asteroid. Launch asteroids that damage all nearby enemies. I mean, I think we gotta take that super early on. Oh, it actually gives you little counters for our 2 legendaries that ramp up, it looks like. So we've gotten one for probably the time-based one. Oops, I think I just walked into an exploder over there. Massacre, 10% chance that enemies drop 10 times XP. So we didn't find any more of the mini nuke, unfortunately. We could probably grab one of the XP based things to grab those a bit easier. It seems like you're supposed to be able to unlock that thing, but I remember last time I played I couldn't figure anything out about that. Maybe it's based on killing elites or something? And we also seem to have a little bit of a quest there if I earn 10,000 meta currency, which I think is the green stuff? Those are the credits to spend at the shop if I can find out how to do that. Let's have infinite range and penetration. Meta currency? Well, we've gotten some pretty crazy legendaries. I guess we could grab that and try to finish off the quest in one go and also see what we can get with that. And we can also use it to unlock new weapons in the base as well once we return there. I think we actually got a chest over there from killing that guy. I had to pop the invuln and some extra fire rate so I can avoid that and get some extra damage. So we got a bunch of credits and a fire rate thing. I think that's an item as well. Yeah, so we must be able to spend them here somehow. We got another legendary 10% rate of fire every 60 seconds. I mean, I guess. Unless there's a set bonus I really want here, nah. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get to the shop in the round, but I don't really see anything. Oh! Okay, so it actually gives you some RP on that now. So maybe if you don't kill the elites, then it eventually opens up? Ammo 3, what is my current ammo? I don't know. Maybe this... So it looks like 6, so that's actually pretty good. 30% XP gained on a legendary. We aren't really finding anything else for the mini nuke set, unfortunately. I guess we'll grab that, it's pretty good. 50% increase on the ammo and fire rate on top of that. Oh god, that guy has bullet hell. Maybe leaving this one alive isn't a great idea. I'm already at half HP too. Pop the invuln. Movement speed and reload would be pretty nice. Do we have any more mini nuke sets? No. Dang it, that's the one I wanted. 200% damage, lose a bunch of other stats. That might be decent since we've already increased those a bit. But I would really like to have some movement speed, I feel like, to help me dodge the ranged attacks here. I mean, the lights aren't changing over there. I don't know how you open those. Okay, it sounds like something is happening. Oh, we have a very big timer that seems pretty ominous. Blessing of the Rat God. Bunch of speed, bit of damage. Still no more mini nuke stuff. Secondary skill cooldown. Well, that'll help us dodge stuff at least. What's gonna happen? Huh. Everything just died? Powerful artifacts are now available to purchase. Oh. Huh. So it's not that... We must buy them here then? Oh yeah, there's a little walk-up thing. Can I, like, see what they do? Can I buy the ruler of the Cosmic Coliseum? What is that? Oh, here we go. So, 100,000 for that. These seem pretty expensive. It would be nice if you could see the price here so you don't have to individually click on everything. It doesn't seem like we can even afford anything. Even though we got that extra credit item. 20,000 for 10 health. Ew. Actually, that might not be bad since we're halfway through anyways. 1 energy shield. So I'm guessing that probably blocks 1 hit. 1 energy shield. Oh, that's just mirrored from the other side. So we can't afford any actual power increases, it looks like. I guess we'll just top up the health, since we have plenty of scaling here anyways. Oh, you can only get 2 of those. Okay, that makes more sense than just having them reflected. Do we have any mini nukes? Right there we can get shield range and movement speeds. And we'll still need 3 more gold pieces to get that, which I am skeptical we can do in a 5-minute timer left. Well, I'm glad they added that little tip to actually activate the shop, because I literally never figured it out in, I think, the demo version of the game, and I tried so many things to find the shop. I guess we probably miss out on 1 activation of the 10% damage for killing elites to do that. It does seem kind of weird that everything just instantly dies. Next enemy isn't part of the Coliseum, it just really doesn't like you and Ballant. Any mini nukes? No. 20% movement speed seems decent for a silver though. And we do have 2 pieces of that now, so it seems fine. I'm guessing that as we progress through the game, the later stages will probably last longer, and then we'll have a better chance at being able to actually complete the sets. It just doesn't really seem realistic on this very first mission so far. Alright, looks like that changes in direction. And we always have the active skill if I get in a very bad spot here. That constant clock ticking sound is a bit annoying, I will say. I don't really know what the point of that is. Like, I know time is passing, you don't have to keep doing that. Enemies explode at your death. That sounds really good here with all of those guys stacked up. 40,000 credits. I don't think we can even use that on this run now. Launch explosive gold coins in every direction. That would bring us 1 piece away from that, but I don't think it's super important since we're on the boss now. May as well take the legendary, that will likely have pretty big value here. I think we pop the immunity and run through that, I guess. Not sure we would be able to wait that out. Asteroid, damage increase for every level gains. None of these are that good. I guess 40% damage isn't bad. I was curious if that would be retroactive, but we're only level 15 anyways, so this would be more about the same anyways. Let's maybe not spice things up. This is not exactly easy right now. Did we get any mini nuke? Nope. Oh, no damage for 60 seconds. This is about the most value we're going to get out of that. It's not bad, but we're just immortal for an entire minute? Is that correct? Yeah. Alright, let's run at him. I mean, I think I can keep it up for at least 60 seconds. Increase in damage for every level gain, so we got it anyways. Can I see my stat screen from here? I don't think so. I don't know what I was at before that. Can I see the timer on my thing? Okay, it's right there. We have 32 seconds left. I guess we can freely use the active skill during this just for the extra fire rate. Any mini nukes? Nope. We don't really have much of any of those set, so we'll probably just take whatever gives the best stats. 40% rate of fire is not bad. So we have 5 seconds left. Then I guess we beat the stage? Or does it keep going? Okay, it looks like it might keep going. Bullets explode and damage all nearby enemies. That would be cool if we had slightly more money. All follower bots and drones. We don't really have anything for that, I think. Move speed 50%. I wonder if there's some way to gain like damage or attack speed or something off of movement speed, because we have a lot of movement speed now. Oh, the potions actually don't replenish, huh? I thought that was actually the final boss that we fought earlier because we were out of time, right? But this might actually be it then. Oh, we are locked in an arena now, uh-oh. And he has semi-homing missiles. I'm gonna pop the immunity there just in case. I mean, I have crazy movement speed and I can barely get out of there. To end it soon. Pop the immunity. Any mini nukes? No. Dang. Let's see. 20% damage for every section of shield. I don't think we have any of that left. 20,000 credits says nothing. The HP might actually save me a bit here. We just need a little bit more. So the first bullet does plus 25. Does that mean we keep going here? Oh, that's a stage exit. Why does it give you an item when it's over then? Oh, you can keep going, and it looks like we fully healed off of that. And I actually have all of my legendaries still. Okay. I don't think this was a thing when I played the demo version. I believe it just ended after you killed that boss. But I guess it's a really good thing we got all of those scaling things early on then. We should be pretty crazy if it just keeps ramping up. Any mini nukes? Man, it's hard to find those. 30% while moving is not bad. 10,000 currency when the player takes damage. That might pay off in the long run, I guess. Since I don't really know how this new stage or any of the enemies here work, then we might end up accidentally taking damage quite a few times. And then we can turn that into permanent bonuses at any of the shops. Yeah, I don't even know what I ran into there. So 10,000 credits already. Why is that clock constantly ticking? Toombot. Many bosses and bosses drop 20,000 credits, so I guess we would want to get that as early as possible as well. In-game currency. Isn't that credits as well. I guess the gold would probably be better than the silver. Any mini nukes? Nope. We can bring that one pretty close. 0.5% damage for every 1,000. So at 100,000 that would be 50%, which is actually pretty good. And we do have 2 currency generating things. Okay. Legendary 30% crit chance. Yeah, I guess we will. Is there a crit damage? 0%. I don't know if that means it doesn't do any damage or if it's just like the standard like 150% or 200% or what. Looks like it's 2 times damage. We're doing like 35 or 18, I think. Or actually, that might be the first shot in the chamber as well with that one item we have for that. Not sure. Well, we're not really close to anything there. Crit damage would be pretty good now. Call down lightning for 10 damage to all nearby enemies. Sounds cool. XP, bullet speed, damage, no damage for 3 hits. 7 levels of ricochet plus 50% bullet speed? What does that mean? Maybe the ricochet there gains a bunch of levels? I'm not sure. We don't really have a ton of pieces. I guess we can try to go for that at some point. So it looks like we re-roll all of these on each new stage. Kill enemies with less than 20% health. We can't afford that anyways. Secondary skill spawns a vortex that pulls in enemies and damages them. Ghosts that go where you aim and do damage. 3 extra bullets, but you have very slow fire rate and damage. I am not sure that would even be worth it. All stats plus 20%. I kind of want to just keep an insane amount of credits and see what we can get the damage boost thing up to. 287% currently. Alright, we have to go do this. Oops, did not see that going. Maybe I should have gotten some healing potions. Oh, you can hit that thing. Huh, I wonder what that does. Uh-oh. Okay, we can plot through. Rate of fire, crit chance, range, and movement speeds. Kills 1 enemy at close range every 5 seconds. Interesting. We could get that to try and get a bit more. I'm already struggling a bit though, so I think we might just take the good overall stats here. Okay, now we're really struggling. Kind of lost track of that one. Oh, my ability didn't go off there. Well, guess we're dead then. 110,000, so it looks like we got enough to check out that quest at least. We should be able to try out some new weapons as well. Bribe cards. somewhere on the walls of the arena. Okay, that's interesting. So we need to find the code for this thing. So the basic character gains 5% rate of fire every level, and then that's his special ability. Do any of these sound super cool? 5% movement speed. I didn't see any way to scale offense with that, so I don't know that it's all that useful. Teleport does sound kind of useful. Damage, and every critical hit spawns 3 extra homing bullets. Okay, that sounds really cool. Invisible with a 100% crit chance. Weapons fire from orbital drones with an additional drone added every 10 levels, max 4. Those both sound pretty cool. Let's get the cheaper guy real quick, I think. And we'll want to prioritize the crit items a little bit more as well. I don't know what that is. Oh, you start the game with extra stats. Meta currency, that would be good to get early on then. XP. 50,000 credits at the start. Crit chance, that would help this guy a bit. One mini boss chest. One boss chest. Okay, so I think we'll take a look at the new weapons we can get first before I decide on getting any of that stuff. If we can get something that would be really cool for this guy, like a very fast attack speed, that would be nice, I think. So I guess we can look at their rate of fire and reload speed. Pretty good. So there's 10 of those, so 7 out of 10 and 5. That doesn't look great. That's not bad. Plasma rifle. Wait, that's what we start with. Okay, so the default weapon is 7 and 5. I'm assuming the crossbow is very slow, yup. That is extremely slow. Nope. 10, but only 1 on reload speeds. That might still work. Definitely not that. I can't do anything with whatever that little graphic is. So I guess we'll try the super fast attack speed thing here. Laser SMG. We can't get any meta progression after that since those are fairly expensive. But super fast attack speed sounds cool with this guy's passive. Now let's see if we can find some numbers for the safe. Oh yeah, this was 100% crit plus invisibility, right? Yeah. First bullet does plus 25 meta currency. 10,000 currency when the player takes damage. I guess we'll probably want to take that one early. Although this guy actually has even less HP. Looks like a 3? Two, 3, and 4. Lots of damage. We lower the fire rate, which doesn't sound the coolest with our passive, but it might be decent anyways. Enemies caught in the beam of light, minus 80% slow, bunch of different stats. Enemies hit take 50% damage every 0.5 seconds. That sounds awful with the super fast attacking weapon we have here. I guess we'll take it, although I don't really like lowering the rate of fire, but it's a ton of stats. Yeah, it doesn't really feel great, but I mean, it's a legendary. So it looks like just 2, 3, and 4 here. Damage nearby enemies on reload, damage 30%. Max health, no damage for 60 seconds, nah. Every 10 shots launch a plasma arc with 200% damage, sounds kinda cool. Asteroids that damage all nearby enemies. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool if we can finish that set. Range crit chance, that would help us trigger the thing a bit more. 30% damage, bunch of different stats. No crit though. Quick mag ammo, reload speed. Ammo crates drop and trigger a wave of bullets. Critical hits send out flying axes. Seems like that set will be pretty crit based then, so I think we'll definitely try and go for that. When stationary, I don't think so. Movement speeds, meta currency gains, rate of fire. Ooh, 800% rate of fire would be very good. Let's try and go for that one as well. Every time you level up, release a pulse of energy that damages nearby enemies. Movement, first bullet, 75% to enemies with over 80%. I think I like the movement, and slowing down enemies would be pretty useful as well. Level up, release pulse, range, bullet speeds, nearby enemy speeds. That's actually pretty good as well, so we can use the 100% crit more. I think minus 50% sounds pretty strong though. Range and bullet speeds. to ricochet and do damage on each impact. Okay, that sounds very good. Damage 50%, health, rate of fire. That's also good, but I haven't seen that yet, and it sounds really cool. I wonder if the crit chance is rolled per bullet or like per enemy hit. We lose a lot of very important stats for another big damage boost, which really doesn't seem great here. Pickup range, attack drone, fires homing missiles, attract where you're aiming. I don't think any of these really help me that much right now. I guess I'll try out the drone. Oh, oops. Well, we can try out the code and see where that leads now. I hope it's just like in order. Did that do anything? No. Did I miss a number somewhere? There's 3. I don't know. Okay, so it must be 3. So we have the numbers. Did I miss an order there? How are you supposed to know what order it is? Oops. Isn't that every combination there? I don't know, I guess I'm too stupid for it. Alright, let's check out the meta progression thing. Can we afford anything here now? I can't even see how much I have. What? Okay, so we don't have enough anyways. Alright, we'll do one more run with this setup, and I think we're going to avoid getting anything that like slows down our rate of fire, and just try and really maximize the passive for the homing missiles, since that sounds pretty cool. So we have a 1 there, it looks like? Crit damage, credits damage. Let me get some good movement speed, I think. We have a 4 over there. 1, 2, and 4. XP gains 30%. Yeah, I guess we'll take that early on. Rate of fire, range, movement. What does that go into? Time slows down. Rate of fire goes into the 800%, and that sounds really cool. Not seeing any other numbers currently. So 1, 2, and 4? Does it change on every round or something? Moving 30% damage. Ooh, that actually sounds very cool with the fast attack speed here. Reload and movements, pretty nice. Yeah, I think we'll try the lightning proc. The very high attack speed here. And now we definitely don't want to lower the fire rates. So we lose a bunch of important stats for damage. Nah. 0.5% damage for every 1,000. So that's not bad. I guess you would need 100,000 to compete with that. I guess we'll probably just take the generically useful thing. And maybe go for the asteroid set as well, since that could be decent with a fast attack speed. 10% damage every 60 seconds. Ooh, that sounds cool as well, but yeah, we'll take that early on. Chance to call down lightning for 10 damage to all nearby enemies. How is that different from the other one? Robot, crit chance, movement, reload. I do want that, but I think we're gonna grab the second lightning thing. Additional laser pulse with infinite range. Okay, sounds great. Bullets ricochet sounds fantastic. That would also be good. And we need that for the set, but I mean, ricocheting bullets sounds so good with all the procs we have now. Reload movement, secondary skill cooldown, credits. I think we're going to grab that because I seem to be dying because of the very slow reload speed on this thing. Damage is actually pretty good while we're firing. We just have kind of a lot of dead time right now. Crit damage and chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that so our crit chance goes up a bit. Ammo rate of fire is pretty good. I don't have anything else in that set yet. 10% XP, stationary. Yeah, I guess I'll try that. We have 28 ammo or more here, so it's not quite as important, but the rate of fire is still good. XP, bullet speed, rate of fire, no damage, credits. That'd bring me to almost 100,000, which I don't think can really even buy anything. So probably rate of fire here. We do only need one more for that if I take that. And I guess we might actually get value out of it on the boss here. $300,000. Should that even be available in the first arena? I'm not sure you could even get that much. That seems a bit strange. 100,000, yeah, I don't think we'll really be able to get anything. That would be fantastic. Ooh, that would be really cool. But I guess we'll just grab some healing then. Max health plus 10. Critical hits restore 1 ammo sounds pretty good. Yeah, let's try that out for the crit character. And then we really need to get some more crit chance now. Although, during the ultimate ability, we will have infinite ammo, I guess that's pretty cool. Wait, the laser goes through the pillar, what? Crit damage, ammo, rate of fire, that's decent. Range, bullet speed. Yeah, I guess we'll probably take that. that spawns right on top of me. %30 crit chance. I think we take that. Wait, I actually have infinite ammo with the ricochet thing. Almost. There's so many tanky enemies, I can't do anything though. The heck? So it's not that. I don't understand. That's every possible combination. What? Well, I don't know what else I can do for that. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.